But when I first saw the video, mind you, Jason had passed. Um, I was distraught. I didn't want to see anything. Someone sent me the link. And even in my, you know, my sadness, I was like, this is some BS, right? Because it was almost like, when you want to fake cry so like the teacher could leave you alone or like let you go home early at school. That's what it felt like. Fake crying. Like and after everything that's happened with with Zach, I'm sorry, I'm so sick, and all that, I almost want to say that he was probably happy that Jason passed.
Oh,
Um,
I
100%.
agree.
and you know, people want to say that we're snowflakes or that we're overreacting. No. He brought up that man, right? He brought up the one-liners. He like you could have mentioned anyone, anyone but that man. And that's the first person that you mention. It means something, right? To me, it means like you thought about that person um immediately, right? Because why would you mention him? Why? Why would you mention him?
Got you.
And that first person be that. Thank you. The first person be that, right? And then to the point that now you're not even saying sorry. You're not even saying like, hey, I messed up. It's almost like I want to talk about never, never, not once in that clip. I saw the whole thing. Did he say, I'm going to do this for history so people could learn from, the good and the bad? No, you said you were going to talk about warriors from all ilks, which I still don't even know what ilks is, but like, you know what I
All
mean? Like,
all
I know
backgrounds.
it's background, but it just sounds off from someone that didn't even graduate high school. And then, um, well, I chose violence today. You know what I mean?
Me
I'm
too.
like, and then I, it's crazy because I go back and Walter, I give him some grace, right? Maybe because he's at least charismatic. He's at least, um, has some things, right? But Austin, I know I told Henry and at some point I'll release the email that at PMC, which is in August, in PMC, Austin was talking about Jason, talking about, being glad everything that was going on with his divorce, saying that Jason was on not a good path, that Jason was mentally ill and all this stuff. And yes, we you have uncovered that, but
Hey, how the hell you watching all my videos but you ain't subbed? Come on, man. Hit that sub button.
no one was out there talking to fans about it. He was out at bars in the night talking about it, which means that's crazy that you are so obsessed with this man that at bars at night after cons, you were still talking about this man. You were drinking because he drinks, obviously. You were drinking with fans talking crap about their hero. And Jason gave you the grace to not, because like I said, at first Jason never talked crap to me about Austin and never never told me like you gotta be team me. Obviously I was team JDF always, but they were the ones that created that distinction. Even when I had the interaction with Austin that I told you that he defended me from a fan at Ranger Stop Orlando. We were like at a hotel partying. Someone was like, do you know who that is? That's Jason David Frank's personal assistant. Don't talk to her, get her out of here. And he did defend me, right? But and when I told Jason was like, damn, that's good that he did that. But even then, it was almost like everything kind of felt me. Well, let me backtrack. That day I felt it was genuine because Susan and Mel weren't around.
Ah.
He defended me because they weren't around, but I bet you if they were around, he wouldn't have. And then now you have these two women My issue with him is, you know that your social media team has said racist stuff. You obviously agree. Because let me tell you something. If someone was here, if I was on your team, if I was here and I said something racist, you would kick me out.
Oh,
Am I
100%.
right?
100%.
You would never bring me
You be
back
going.
up,
You be
correct?
going. Yeah.
Exactly. Same with me. If someone says some racist stuff on my page, you're gone. No matter how much I care about you, I can't have racist friends when I'm a person of color and I'm not racist. So sorry, I can't have racist friends. That's just it. And especially not gonna have people represent me that are racist. Never. But he knew because he was confronted by multiple people about their racist acts. And I bet you all he did was tell them, oh, go apologize to Walter and Karen because they're of color. That's it. They didn't publicly apologize. And they're continuing. You showed a post, a comment that he liked. Obviously, if you go back into his Instagram and his Facebook, things that support him doing that dumb Hitler comment thing are the only ones that are liked by the fan page, are the only ones
Wow.
liked by the author.
Here,
I check
I'll bring one up. I'm pretty sure I have one.
Instagram as well.
Here you go, right here.
So I'm
Uh,
sorry, guys.
it's okay.
I'm so sick.
Here is the post she's talking about, y'all. Where I commend you for being unapologetic yourself in this world. The new clothing line is probably what these snowflakes need. You're a warrior, my friend, and may God bless you. With the ASJ like.
So call me a snowflake then. Call me a snowflake. Call everybody a snowflake. That what that monster did to our history of the world, not only US, the world, is disgusting. It doesn't matter if he had good quotes, if he had positive quotes, motivational quotes, whatever motivation you write, you say is completely negated by the fact that you murdered millions of people because of their race, their religion, their sex, their color, whatever. If you weren't blonde, blue-eyed, and German, you were gone. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And then they want to say, "Oh, he didn't say that." Uh, it's on video.
It's
Like,
on
to actually
video.
think that we're stupid enough to, I mean, some people are really deep in the Kool-Aid, but to say that we're stupid enough to say that we didn't hear what we
Right.
heard it. We heard it. So please. And I really thought that maybe this would change, right? Him, he
You would
would
think.
learn,
Yeah.
he would be like, man, this got a lot of attention. But I'm almost to the point, like what Dust said, I'm waiting for him to do something worse.
Damn.
Because there's, if you cannot apologize to the community that has the, let me, and I am not the type, but the people that feed you and your
Ooh.
family, because the fans feed you and your family. When you're in jail, well, if you go to
If.
jail, if you go to jail, because I don't want to say nothing and then get sued. If you go to jail, the fandom is the one that's gonna feed your family while you're gone in there. If you go in there, so please, for him to shut down and basically shit on every Jewish person, on every gay person, on every person of color, do you know what that means to me? He never cared about the fandom. He has never cared about the Power Ranger fandom.
That's the
All he
truthful
cares about
statement.
is money, the quick buck. Fan word, all they care about is money and the quick buck. And I feel bad for Walter because he is so blind. He must be drinking the Kool-Aid too, that he doesn't see that he's affecting himself negatively. If you, Walter put something up on his Instagram, I want to say Facebook, I think, his Facebook fan page, and people are like, "Yo, control your homeboy,
Oh yeah, I saw
control
it.
him," you know, like, "Oh, so you're quiet, so you agree with him." At this point, all the Power Rangers that are quiet, you are complicit.
Ooh.
You are complicit. All of them, all of them. Because even
Let him
Jason
cook.
Font, and let me tell you something. I love Jason Font. He is not a problematic guy. He doesn't, like, you probably wouldn't hear him. Sorry, my son. You probably wouldn't hear him you know, getting into controversial stuff, but he did post something that I liked. He posted an article of him um I think it was someone saying like they hated themselves,
Yeah, helping someone
because
get over their hatred or something
their
for
hatred.
something.
And I took that as a silent response, as a response, like a slap with no hands, because it's true. At least, right? At least everyone that sticks up for Austin should have said something. Where's Karen?
Where's
Where
Karen
are
at,
you?
right? She gonna have his
Where are
ass at
you?
Ranger stop. Like,
Why haven't you answered?
cause
You
she
were
not.
huffing and puffing about people talking about the order, but you don't want to talk about that.
Oh, shit.
People were talking about other stuff. You know, I've seen a lot of people talk about certain things, but this is important. This is important. Your cast member basically said that and I don't care what people say, oh no, he's just saying he had good one-liners. No, if I post something on my body, so I'm posting myself, I'm going to promote myself. I agree with myself. I love myself. If I walk around with a Hitler shirt, that means I agree. I don't care what you think, what one-liner, what positive thing he has said. If I walk around with a Hitler shirt, I agree. And if he is gonna produce Hitler shirts, he agrees. Maybe he's not gonna do it now because he is in trouble. But was he planning on? Yes. If he didn't get this backlash, would we see Hitler shirts?
Oh,
Yes.
100%.
100%. But he might
100%.
not do it now. He might not do it now because of the backlash. But I can show you one thing. Karen hasn't talked. Walter hasn't talked. Um, anyone. Whereas David Yost hasn't talked, and I bet you the only reason why I know he doesn't talk is because he's probably so done and disgusted that he doesn't want to add himself into it. I'm glad Amy said something because she's so little and like, but she's deadly, right? She is like quick with it.
She hit him with the 2-piece, like one on this
Yes.
date, one on the next date, and said she was done.
And then she was done. And she probably, if someone were to call her and address, I'm sure she'll address it too. I'm sure she'll address it again and again and again. But I think it's disgusting. I think Austin St. John is disgusting. I think his actions are disgusting for someone that's supposed to be a hero, for someone that's supposed to be someone that people stand up. There's kids obviously asking questions still. We saw that video that you posted. There are kids asking Walter and David questions. So you probably have little boys and little girls that are fans of yours, and you're talking about you're gonna put on a quote from him.
He had good one-liners. What are you talking about?
Them great one-liners, and then you have no morals, no like decency. You have the nerve to take pictures with his. I'm sorry, guys.
It's all right. Come on, keep cooking.
Yes, ribbit. That's a frog. Sorry. You have the audacity to take a picture with his daughter, call her your daughter. You have a audacity of take a picture with his wife, his widow, and say, we're family. But yet you said nothing when your agent said he was glad Jason was dead. You obviously agree with that because you're complicit if you didn't even say anything about that. So you're complicit with Zach. You're complicit with this Hitler thing. You're complicit with calling him a jerk. He's gone. And even though he's gone, he still overshadows you. He's still better than you. He's still on top of you, even though he's been gone for almost 2 years or a year and a half. How miserable of a person must you be that you still hate on someone that's gone, that should no longer be your competition because he is gone? Like, grow the hell up. Get it together. And that pissed me off, that video about people are jerk. You're a jerk. You're the reason why Tui lost her job, didn't have a job. You're the reason why you were homeless for 6 months. You were the reason why Walter had to go do tap dancing and whatever dancing he was doing after. Like, come on, get it together. And Walter really needs to stop. Sometimes we want to be, complicit with our friends and not like tell them that they're wrong, but you have to be that friend. Like, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. If I do something wrong, I want my friends to tell me.
Oh, I get your ass all the time. I'm like, hey, where's the clips at from last stream? You're like, I was sleeping, but like, she's giving me all these excuses. I was just like,
shut up, bitch.
Shut up, bitch.
You know it's gonna
I know that's what you said. I know that's what you put. But like, you know what I mean? And you do, and you drag me all the time. I'm like, Henry, Axiom didn't let me do this. And you're like, just get it together. Like,
I
stop the
do.
cap, do it
Yo,
together.
I be on her ass, y'all. I'll be
He
like, get
does.
these clips out, or I'm gonna take them for my channel. I
But
literally
if
tell her
he
that.
if but if he wasn't like that, I wouldn't post. I wouldn't do anything on my channel because it's true. Like sometimes life is overwhelming. And life might be overwhelming with for Austin because he keeps fucking up for himself. But
Bad boys, what you
sit
gonna
down,
do? What you
take a
gonna
mental
do when
note
they
and
come
think,
for you?
hey, is quoting the H man a smart thing? You know, I know that people because of Trump, people are a ballsy, but like, you know what I mean? That doesn't work everywhere. Come to New York and say that. Come to New
Mm,
York with a H shirt or an Osama bin Laden shirt or a Saddam Hussein shirt. Good luck with that. You know what I mean?
man,
Good
I,
luck with that.
I don't know what he was thinking. He wasn't thinking. His team is
No,
not
but he
thinking.
never thinks. He never thinks. His hatred, his pettiness. You know, it's people like, oh, you guys, shh, baby, right? 1 second. You guys are. Hold on.
My daughter did the
Okay, we're
same
gonna
thing.
leave
I'd be
right
like,
now.
baby, I'm trying to
We're
talk.
gonna
She's
leave
like,
right
no,
now. 1 minute.
no,
1 minute. Good
no.
bubbles. Let's go. Let's go. Get the ice
I
cream.
want to sit in your lap.
Anyways, I know he's like, but my last thing that I'm gonna say, um, the last thing I'm gonna say, you people saying like, oh, you guys keep talking about something that happened 30 years ago. He's still lying. He's still lying. There's no change. He had the issue with Zach, didn't change. Has this issue with H. Hitler and still hasn't changed. And obviously won't change. Hasn't even had the decency to be like, man, I messed up. Sometimes it's better to say, hey, I messed up. People think you're more human. People will think that you're better if you do that instead of, oh, I stand by my ground. I just wanted you guys to learn history. Fuck, what? What?
Shut up, bitch!
Sorry,
That's what she
guys.
want to say. Well, thank
Yes.
you,
Bye.
Francis, so much for cooking. We really appreciate your time. You go ahead, be a mom, and I better see these
Bye,
clips up
guys.
by tomorrow. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Bye.
Bye bye. That was Francis, everybody.